Morning, guys. Who's in? Make sure you sign the YouTube you future attendance. Make sure you hi Farhan. Make sure you sign the Google Form attendance, and also make sure you respond in the chat section and even the WhatsApp. I hope you will not be silent readers. Okay, I know that some of you guys are silent readers, malas can't respond, but at least say hi in the WhatsApp group, or say bye or say thank you. So katalah there's a problem with your attendance. Let's say macam I can't find your attendance on YouTube lah, you future, and I can't find your attendance in the Google form. And then I'll say, but you say, oh, you're in. So macam, okay, I will say things like, can you give me a screenshot of an evidence? So you can screenshot your chat in the YouTube or your response in the WhatsApp, okay? Even if you are a silent reader, simply say, hi miss, good morning miss, at the beginning of the class too, or ataupun, just simple things like that. Because I'm very strict about attendance, and if ada apa-apa terjadi, at least you have a backup. You can show me your proof in your chat WhatsApp group. Okay, all right. So, okay. Now, good morning, guys. Before we begin, let's recite Fatihah and say whatever dua that that you wish for. Okay, dan doa. Dan Dindun, we finish with your doa. Da. Today is Monday. I know you guys always like have Monday blues. I know it's such a culture for us to have Monday blues. But like I don't have Monday blues. So siapa yang tak ada Monday blues, hands up. I mean, if you can do it, hands up on the chat section. I mean, I like Mondays. It's like the beginning of the week where you get to macam like set the mood for the entire week. So imagine if you start your Monday like, I have Monday blues. And then your whole week you'll be like so lambe and lemau. So imagine if you're like so fired up and if you're so macam enthusiastic on a Monday, macam semangat. So your whole week will semangat because you start your week semangat. So I don't know, people with Monday blues tu I rasa macam ngada je. Why do you have to be so blues about? You know what I mean? Like, oh, macam tu. Bersyukur je gitu. Tiba-tiba syarahan hidup. I know yang makan rendah. Apa ni? Okay. So now is week 6, okay? So week 7, we will have our first test, which is the annotated bibliography. and it will be a standardized test. It will be a common test, okay? And since you guys have no classes on Friday, Friday, Minggu, 7th week though, so we'll be doing it at that time. I think it's 3 to 5:30. Good. Then, okay, it will be like this. So I don't know the platform yet, but roughly macam ni. I will give you the question on whatever platform nanti. You have like 2.5 hours to complete. 2.5 hours, including your downloading, uploading, your tulis tu, right? Answering the question. Okay, you will upload the answer. I don't know yet, but maybe you upload the answer to the Google Drive link that I sent you. Lepas tu you upload it just your full name. Tak payah letak your mattress card number or whatever. Just your full name in the folder yang I'll give you, and write it in capital letters. Itu je. But nanti I'll let you know about the platform and all that lah. But roughly it'll be like that. Okay, so now we're going to discuss the annotated bibliography. I don't really. Okay. The first time I did not your practice because I said just do it. The second practice I said I will mark, okay, and then so that you will see your marks. You will sort of have like a rough idea on. Alamak, I need to. Wait, yeah. Do you make sure you have your apa tu? Your paper with you? Yes, last night I got a message. Someone was trying to log into my Apple account. Okay. In at 2 in the morning, I got a message. Someone trying to log into my Apple ID. So weird. Why would anyone want to type into my account? Okay, so make sure that you have your paper with you. Okay. If you can, I want you to look at Anwar's paper and the iPad passport. Okay, do you have Anwar's paper with you guys? It's in WhatsApp. Okay, if you have Anwar's paper with you, please type Anwar's name in the chat section. Just type Anwar himself in the chat section. Okay. You don't have to give it all away. You just gotta get up. Am I buffering? Are you guys with me, or am I stuck? Because it's such a quiet morning in the chat section. So please open Anwar's paper. Siti Namira with the face. That is his name in his WhatsApp setting. So yeah, I will read your usually I call your names according to your WhatsApp name in your, I don't know, like whatever name you set in your WhatsApp to, there'll be the name I call you. Like, let's go to you because we have Maudah no rep. Anwar's name is Anwar Handsome. You can't see. We put it as Anwar Handsome. But never mind. Rafa just Anwar. Okay, so if you have a look at his work, which is this one, okay, he only scored 10.5 full mark is 30. He didn't even score half. Okay. Now, first things first, let's have a look at his work. Okay. Now, remember what I said. I said the first thing I akan tengok adalah the reference. Okay, the reference. He got it right. He did put it down below here. Put it down. Okay. He did put it here. Okay. Now, it would be much nicer. Like I said, it would be much nicer if you put the word, oh, okay. It would be much nicer if you, this one tak ada mark, but this would just be nicer lah. If you put the reference right here, satu, kat sini. Okay, he got his R. R means reference, he got 0. Why did he get 0? Because it's salah. This is not how you do your reference. This is not the APA format, this is the Anwar format. It's not even my format. It's definitely not the APA standard form. It's not suka hati suka kau, suka kau you punya format. That's why he got it wrong. It's not heroin now. Okay? Look at the 7th edition APA citation format. You can have a look at your friends yang dapat betul. It's definitely bukan macam what Anwar did. And it should be hanging. Dia bukan sama baris like this. It should be hanging. Okay, it should be hanging. Let's see who got it. Farhan, I think it was Farhan. Farhan ke Firdaus? Farhan ke Firdaus? Let me have a look. Okay, Farhan got it right. He did. Firdaus pun got it right. Umar Ashraf. Okay. Okay. If you look at Allah, he got it right. So full mark is 1. Okay. So let's go back to Okay, second. What is I? Okay, are you guys clear about the reference? Are you guys clear? If you are clear about the reference, please type the word purple. If you are clear about the reference, please type the word purple in the chat section. It's okay, Anwar. It's okay, we're learning. Biasalah, blur sikit kau. Okay, type the word purple in the chat section. That means you are clear about the reference. Please, okay, walaupun, even though there'll be no marks for writing this word down, but it's just be cantik kan, so just write it down. So please make sure that you use the 7th edition APA citation format. Don't use suka hati kau punya format, okay? Right, so that's, as I said, that is the first thing that I will look at. So you see, the first thing I look at is the reference. R. He got 0. Right, purple. Second, we're looking at the in-text citation. Now, be careful when you look at the in-text citation. I don't know how Anwar did it. I don't know whether you don't know. Aku pernah mengajar. Geram sis, geram, like that, penat ajar. Okay, tanya Anwar, nak tengok orang lain. You don't have to give it all away. Okay, have a look at Nur Najiha's paper. Look at Nur Najiha's paper. She got her in-text citation full marks. She got it right. Okay, if you don't score 2 marks for your in-text citation 2, I put IC. You can see. IC 2. If you got IC 2, meaning you scored full marks for your in-text citation, okay? So, if you are, okay, Najiha, she was actually very rajin. She gave me a cover page. But I put here, no need. But okay, but there'll be no marks for that. I don't need this. I just need this, okay? Now, make sure that you follow the format sets by APA 7th edition in-text citation format. So, look at your work, okay, nanti. So make sure if you score IC2, that means you scored full marks for your in-text citation. If you're confused, you can look at Najiha's paper because she scored full marks. That's why I shared everyone's paper, so it'll be easy for you to look at it. Okay. So itu tak ada markah for language skill. Now after I do IC, which is in-text citation, I will look at your I. Your I is your introduction. Now, like I said, which I salah, like I said, there are two things in the introduction. If you scored I dua, that means you scored full mark. So what are the two things that you must have? The first thing is the kind of article. This journal article. This online journal article. So for this particular year, this semester, it wasn't an online article. It was just a journal article. So if you put the word online, you scored 0 marks. So it should only be this journal article. So I put the word T. T means type. Type. If I put T right, meaning it's full mark lah. Okay. And then if you notice, dekat your work, I put the word OV. OV. OV means overview, meaning overview, secara general, what is the article about? So some people I put OV half, meaning it's there, not there, got there, okay? If you got a right, a tick, that means you got it right lah. So it aims to inform people about the effect of high salt intake, about the disadvantages of high salt intake, blah, blah, whatever it is, as long as it makes sense to me and I understand and it's correct, it really is an overview of the article, you get full marks. So Najiha, Najiha got 25, tinggi sis, okay? So if you scored correctly for your introduction and you have to have two things, overview and your type, you will get full marks. So 2. Okay, R2 full marks. R1. Oops, I accidentally gave her 2 marks. So when I turunkan markah, she didn't get 25, she got 24. I accidentally gave her 2. Ha! Sorry. Kan I did this after I woke up kan? After I woke up, I brain damage. Yeah. Okay, sorry. So she should score R. You don't have to. Okay, sorry. So Najiha scored 24. Sorry Najiha, not 25 but 24. Okay, so Najiha got full marks for her reference, which is 1 mark, full marks for her in-text citation, which is 2 marks, and full marks for her introduction, which is 2 marks also. Clear so far? See how mark is very technical, dia tak ada macam benda pelik-pelik pusing. It's very technical. So if you are clear about these 3 things tadi, reference, in-text citation, and introduction, please type the word orange. Type the word orange in the chat section. Type the word orange in the chat section, that shows that you are clear. Wow, Rafa, so fast. You don't have to try so hard. Okay, next I'm moving on to C. Kalau you nampak C, if you look at your paper, you see the word C. C ada banyak number, C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. What is C? C is content. Okay, you should have a minimum of 5 content. Okay, what are the contents that you must have? Now, we go back to the question paper. Okay, this is the question paper. Okay, look at the question paper. Okay, the question paper cakap, based on the given article, write an annotation of 100 words on the negative effects of high salt intake only. So the question only minta for you to write the negative effects. Dia tak minta cara, dia tak minta recommendation, dia tak minta apa tu the word? Dia tak minta pelik-pelik. Dia cuma minta the 5 negative effects. Now, many of you bagi benda yang dia tak minta, which is yang dia tak minta adalah dia tak minta yang dietary guidelines for Americans that they recommend to consume 1 teaspoon of salt. Ramai buat macam tu. Ramai put in that the dietary American guideline, it is recommended that you take 1 teaspoon of salt. So you miss out. Itu tak penting. You put that in your content, then you don't score content. Why? Because the question tak nak pun the recommendation. The question only minta 5, like I said 5 because it's the body should be 5. 5 negative effects of salt intake. Itu je, and it's written there clearly dekat question dia. What's on the negative effects of high salt intake sahaja. Okay, the question only minta the negative effects of high salt intake. So that means you only bagi 5 negative intakes of 5 negative effects of high salt intake. Tak payah bagi recommendation, tak payah bagi apa. Okay, so if you have benda pelik-pelik, then you will not score 5. So what are the 5 things that you must have? Okay, I like it kalau you buat first is this because this is this mentioned blah blah blah. Okay, so it should be about high salt intake will cause heart problems, cognitive decline, loses your calcium will be lost through urination, osteoporosis, and you have water retention. So in your content, you must have 5 things. Benda ni je you must have. Increased heart problems, cognitive decline, loses calcium via urination. What's that one? Osteoporosis and water retention. So itu je dia nak. Ada yang bagi yang the dietary American guidelines, itu tak perlu, okay? You don't need that. Okay. You don't need the dietary. But if you want to put, fine, boleh. But there'll be no marks for that. Because that is not what the question wants. The question only wants for you to give the negative effects. Okay, itu satu. And then you go down. Oh Allah. You go down, you will see the word CR5. Okay, CR5 is critical response. Now, like I said, you must have a minimum of 5 critical responses. It's so easy to score. Okay, and the things that are, okay, here are the things. First, you talk about who is the target readership. The general public lah, children lah, parents lah, whatever. Who do you think? Okay, general public or teachers, I don't know, think about it. Okay, second, talk about the arguments. Argument too strong or weak? Why strong? Why weak? And then talk about dia punya tone. Was she being objective, matter of fact, neutral? Was she being sarcastic, or was she being funny, humorous? So 3 things lah. 4. The 4 things. Talk about, okay, you can give suggestion on how to improve. Maybe use simpler words, simpler vocab, apa ke. Lepas tu cakap dia punya, talk about dia punya resources. Resources dia ni current ke tak current ke, reliable ke tak reliable ke. Okay, there are so many things. So make sure that you score and you put in 5 critical responses. Tu je. Very simple. You don't have to macam think about your language so much. Because it's a very technical writing. Okay, so once you have all that settled, you can score dah dekat situ. Language is a different story. Okay, so far clear tak pasal the content, pasal the technical aspects, pasal the not about the language but about the general look of it. Okay, so far clear? If you are clear, okay, if you are clear, you have no questions about the content, not the content, the everything else but the language, typing. Because the test is next week, week 7. So make sure you are very, very clear. Okay, so remember the things that you must have. I'm going to do a recap. The things you must have in your annotated bibliography first is your reference. It should be down here. The reference should be down here, and it would be nice lah, no marks, but nice there, nice that it would be nice if you put the word reference. put the reference, you put the reference, that'd be nice. Follow the 7th edition APA citation format. Which part kena italicize, which part kena full surname ke, nama depan je ke, year, where do you put the year and how you do it, okay? Please, if you don't know, refer to any website. I would suggest Purdue Owl yang I cakap tu, okay? So refer to that because that's the easiest 1 mark that you can get. And remember, it's hanging. If it's 2 lines, it should be hanging. It shouldn't be sama baris, it should be atas. It should just be hanging, okay? Like this, dekat bawah dia macam tu. Hanging. Look, it shouldn't look like this. It look like that. It's not like this or like that. It should be hanging. The first line should be here. The second line macam tu. Hanging, okay? Right, first. Second, in-text citation. In-text citation, you must have a minimum of 4 and they have to be right, correct. I've given you how to do it dalam WhatsApp. So please take a look. Okay, I dah explain banyak kali, your friends dah explain. Please do not repeat that mistake again. It's 2 marks and it's the easiest 2 marks you can score. Again, reference 1 markah, in-text citation 2 markah. So easily you can get 3 markah kat situ. Next is the introduction. Introduction, there are 2 things that you must have: an overview and the type of article. What kind of article? This journal article. Kalau article sahaja, you get 1/2 mark. Okay? If it's online, this online journal article. Kalau you tak letak online, don't get mark. So you must make sure that it's correct. This journal article, this online article, this online journal article, okay? Make sure that the type is correct. Second is an overview. What is the article about? This article written by Harold Whitman talks about the negative effects of high salt intake. Simple as that. The overview, you will get full marks. So introduction, 2 marks full. Okay, and then your content. Your content, make sure you read the question. Okay, you must have 5 major points. Kalau soalan tu hanya minta the negative effects, you only give negative effects. Tak payah bagi recommendation solution, tak payah. Because it states there clearly dia nak negative effects. Unless dia cakap provide 3 problems and 2 solutions. Provide problems and solutions. Kalau dia mention macam tu, yes. But in this case, it only mentions negative effects. So make sure you read the question. The question minta negative effects only. So you give 5 negative effects only. Tak payah bagi benda lain. Okay? So that's content. And then critical response. You must have 5. Tone, target audience, argument weak or strong, sources reliable or not, language dia easy, difficult to understand, give your recommendation, whatever. There are 5 things that you must have. 5 things minimum. Okay? Settle? Clear? You understand? Pink. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the last part, which is language. If you're ready to talk about the language, type black. Type black. If you're ready to talk about the language, type black. Black. No, wadah, so fast. Blackpink. Okay, now let's talk about the language. Okay, now for annotated bibliography, you wajib paraphrase. If you simply take from the article and put it in your work, you will not score. Trust me, you will get very, very low marks. Okay, if you ada effort lah to paraphrase, semua you get like, I think that's a good, what's the mark? If you average. Okay, if you either attempt to paraphrase, it's, you tak fully take it, you will score above 7. Okay, above 7. Now, the most important thing when you paraphrase for annotated bibliography, number 1, you write Jangan, please avoid using words that are too bombastic. Yelah, you Google, simply put, katalah eat. Eat, you just find in Google the synonym for eat is contoh lah, ingest, for example. You use ingest, doesn't make sense. Okay, when you want to use words to paraphrase, jangan sampai it doesn't make sense. Okay, you don't ingest salt, that's so weird. I ingest cookie. So fun, eh? No, make sure when you paraphrase, when you want to choose words kan to, you know, that's why I suggest jangan ambil sebutir-sebutir to choose. Change it into language that you understand. Contohnya, I eat cookie. Okay, for example. So, don't paraphrase. I ingest cookie. It doesn't make sense. I don't know. You have to think about it. I can't think about it. Okay, so make sure that your paraphrase makes sense. First, when you read, do you understand? One. Number two, when you read, do you think I will understand? Number two, please don't use bombastic words because sometimes when it's too bombastic, it doesn't make sense. So, kalau it doesn't make sense, you get no marks. You get low marks. You get no marks. You get really low marks. But it doesn't make sense. But you tukar je. But it has to make sense. The sentence has to be properly structured. Okay. Then, this is an academic writing. Annotated bibliography ni adalah an academic writing. It's a penulisan yang academic. So please avoid ayat berbunga-bunga yang tak sampai-sampai pun point kau. This is not a literature piece. It's not like a Shakespeare or novel 15 muka what's that? Novel kan 108, I don't know. How many pages in a novel? 300-400? I don't know. I have them there, but I'm malas nak bangun. So, it's only 300 words. So, make sure that you get straight to the point. Tak payah nak berbunga-bunga and tak payah nak guna perkataan yang bunga-bunga bombastic sangat. It's not a karya seni. It's an academic writing. Okay? Use simple words. Get your message across, direct, yang pusing, okay, and make sure that they make sense. Kadang-kadang if it's too berbunga, it doesn't make sense at all, trust me. If you think you're gonna big words, I will faham, no. Sometimes you're gonna big words, I faham, but the big words tak ngap, it doesn't match with the, it just doesn't click, it doesn't make sense, okay? So, make sure that it makes sense. And this is academic, so it's direct. Bunga-bunga your way into it. Okay? Clear? Okay. Now, your test will be in week 7, which is next week on Friday. Do you have any questions about the test? Because I'm not gonna repeat lagi. Nanti the day of the test, I'm gonna be answering questions. I'll be keeping quiet and doing whatever I want to do. So, any questions about the test? No? Okay. Yakin je semua? Ya ke ni? If you have no more questions about the test, please type green. There's so many colors in my bag. Okay, type green and I know you don't have any more questions, so I'm going to move on. Okay, no more questions about the annotated bibliography. Okay, now I'm going to tutup buku about the annotated bibliography. I'm going to tutup buku yang bertajuk annotated bibliography. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can always ask me in the WhatsApp group, but I will not be answering any questions on the day of the test. Okay, minggu of the test, yes, day no. Today is week 6 kan? Is it week 6? I think it's week 6. Is it week 6? I'm pretty sure it's week 6. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. Yeah, today is week 6. So next week is week 7. Yes. Oh, 7 then. Yep, week 7. Okay. Settle. Mak kau settle. Right. So, order green lah. Okay, what we're doing today adalah we are discussing your project group work, your second assessments and your third assessment, because your second assessment and your third assessment, they go together. Okay, you have gotten your topic that I have approved. Okay, we've got atelophobia, we've got vegan, we've got Zorro, we've got child abuse, we've got drunk. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 groups altogether. Do you remember your groups? If you don't remember, these are the groups. Remember, we have this group. No, I didn't see, but never mind. Okay, so what we're doing today adalah the group work. It requires for you to have a minimum of 4 reference. I forgot. I think 4 kot ya. Assessment 2. Okay, assessment 2 ni, okay, it will be done in a group of 4 that you have created in the WhatsApp. Okay, and then I have approved of your topics. Now, for this particular assessment, you will have to do a presentation and you will have to do an e-poster. Okay, and then you will have to write an outline. I will give you the format, the template. Okay, you have to write an outline based on 4 articles. Okay. Yes, and the minimum of 4. Until I'll talk about it in detail. Okay. Okay. Berapa main ideas? 8 ni. The minimum of okay. Yes. So you have to write an outline. It's very simple, just an outline. Now you have your topic, so you have to have 8 main ideas. That means one person will have to have 2 main ideas. Okay, nanti tengok kat template, you'll see like ada 8 like section 8 ruangan. I don't know. But one person will have to give 2 main ideas. Okay, so today we're going to discuss your angle. What is your angle? Are you going to talk, because it's you have to sort of analyze. It's an article analysis. So what do you want to talk about it? Okay, do you want to talk about the causes and effects? You wanna like talk about I don't know, but you just have to analyze the article. You have to have your points and you have to analyze whether it's okay, whatever lah. So today we're doing that. I'm gonna give you full detail in our WhatsApp class. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. So get ready to be in your group. And if you have no more questions about the annotated bibliography, I'll see you in your WhatsApp group. So no more questions about annotated bibliography? Any questions? No question? Okay, if you are clear about the test, and if you know what we're doing later, you're ready to go to WhatsApp, please type yellow. Please type yellow. Type yellow and I'll see you in WhatsApp group. Because I don't want to use a lot of your data. It's already 38 minutes on the YouTube. Miss, the test is only, yes, test is only annotated bibliography. Yep. Yes, Najiha, only annotated bibliography. That is the test. That will be your first assessment. Second assessment is assessment 2, which is your outlining, and you have to do a presentation and e-poster. This will be done in week berapa ya? Week 9 to week 10. So submission of e-poster and everything will be done in week 9 and week 10. So we have to move quickly. So we're moving it today. Okay, yellow. All right, so we're done on YouTube. Thank you for today, and I will see you in WhatsApp. Bye.